Hey YouTube, I'm going to do a feeding video here with my Southern Delight food. If some of you have seen like Sean Armentrout's video, I feed similarly. I feed one food, go to whatever tank that I feed that food to, and then move on to the next. Otherwise I'm opening, 6 cans of food. So bear with me and we'll walk around. We'll start out with the large cichlid, and we'll go to those tanks that get that food. Of course I can't open the container with one hand. Alright, here we go. Large cichlid I do feed to this guy, of course. He is going to hide. There he is. See if he'll come out and grab some of that. He's like, what are you videotaping me for? We're not really taping anymore, I guess, are we? Usually he's right up at the top, acting crazy, but not exactly the time of day that I normally feed. And the next fish that get the large cichlid is Magnus and Beast. Throw a little bit in there so you guys can see them eating it. They do, with the fry, they do have a tendency of letting a lot of it fall so the fry can feed. It's just a normal thing that happens. When fish have fry, they're going to fluff a little bit of it out and aggravate the substrate so the fry can get some food to eat. You can see him kind of chewing it up and fluffing it a little so the fry got some stuff to eat. There he goes for some more. And then he'll go back to the fry and fluff it out so they can get some particles. But as you guys can see, I don't really feed a lot at a time, just a small amount. And then we'll move over to this guy here. Throw some in for him. Watch him scarf it down. He knows something's up because I don't normally leave the lids open. So I had tried to open most of the lids before I got here. Usually while he's feeding, he's getting so much of it so quickly that it splashes out. It'll usually splash me in the face from him eating. We'll throw a little bit on her side. She'll come out and get it once she sees it in there. You can see that one pellet kind of floating around. But here she goes. The Atlanta male was just out. I was going to get him, and then he fled again as soon as I started walking by the tank. He must have ate it all already. Yeah, he ate it all. We'll put a few more in there for him. You can see kind of how he eats it quickly. And he'll pick it all out of there. Go for some more. We'll move down to the hogas. They also get this food. This will be a little more tricky of a deal here. I gotta put these bottles back here, otherwise they'll get tipped over because this thing's got a stupid canopy on it. Let's see if we can get this to show the right way with minimal amount of glare. Thank you very much. totally soaked the camera and everything there. That was really classic. Got water everywhere, got water all over my hands, all over my shirt, my pants, the floor, front of the tank. These guys, I'm guessing, love the Southern Delight food. Just saying. Alright, we're back. My battery died. Let's move on to some veggie krill. We're going to feed that to the lion's eye here. This lid is kind of bustificated. So throw some in. And you can watch them. I throw that much in there normally because that's the only way the clown loaches can get enough. This tank actually with the clown loaches is one of the cleanest tanks that I have. They vacuum that gravel like nobody's business. But these guys really like the veggie krill. And all that food pretty well gone. We'll move on to the small cichlid. I have it in this clear container with the shaker top. I'll move that in. The bee and I get that. So we'll toss some of that in. And you can see these guys go to town on that. The umbies and the bee and I just love that food. You can see some still floating up on the top, so they come back and grab that later. And then some more is falling. Then they'll get that as it comes down. Slow sink is pretty nice. I mean, it does work out pretty well, so it all doesn't fall into the gravel right off the bat. But that'll feed these guys for now. We'll move on. We'll do some gel food now for some of these guys. Hopefully you're getting a big view of the area here. The Gorillas Blacks, I still feed these guys some gel food. I like to. I usually give them a couple chunks. I keep it, I cut the chunks up, so they'll throw a couple chunks like that in there. And then these guys just go crazy for it. But it's like a feeding frenzy. There you go, it's pretty good footage of it. But they just chow that stuff. These guys should be feeding small cichlid, but as soon as I run out of this current gel food, then I will switch them over. I got just a little bit left here, so get them on some pellets. But yeah, they go bonkers over this gel food. They love it. I don't even know where that other chunk went. And then the Magnuson fry, I feed them the 50-50 gel, which is just a little chunk like that. And we'll just throw that in there with them. Let me turn the light on here. There you go. And you'll see them just flock right down to it like that. It's an instant feeding frenzy. Yeah, they go bonkers, man. It's pretty awesome to watch, really. They all get their fill, anyway. We'll go do a couple more tanks. I got one more chunk of this 50/50 left. I'm going to put that into the... We'll bring this small cichlid gel too. We'll feed the Haitiensis. We'll get that chunk. That's the 50/50. Half Veggie krill, half Unity flake. The nice thing is they can just eat till they're full, you know, and then they don't necessarily eat the whole chunk. They do come back to it. It'll stay in there for well over 24 hours like that with no problems, without getting any type of fungi on it. These guys down here, I don't know how well they're going to come out, but we'll throw some of the small cichlid mix in here for these guys. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, they'll come down and eat on it. This batch of food, when I made it, I was a little heavy on the gel. It wasn't enough food, so you can see how I have like a little layer of gel on top of there. I try not to get that, but it's not an issue, but it does kind of turn the fish off a little bit. And we got one more guy to feed. And we're gonna grab our growth. And we're gonna toss it in here for the big guy. And that's just like Forrest's video of Hulk there. He just goes crazy for the growth. There you go. I think I have we do have one more fish to feed, I forgot. He's kind of the, believe it or not, the picky one of the bunch. Orion down here. Here he comes. He knows it's feeding time. Get see if I can keep you on him here while I get the food out. I just grab a handful, you know, about like that. I don't know if it's even focusing, but and then I just he just sits there with his mouth open waiting for me to toss it in, and then he just grabs it by the mouthful, and then she'll come and pack a few, but the fry end up getting some of it, which is always good. But he will go by and clean all the rest of that up. But that's about it for the feeding video, guys. Again, thanks for watching, and I really wish we could have got this this male Islanum to come out so you guys could see him. You can kind of see a portion of him down there. At least you know I'm not lying. There's this. Whoops, sorry for the shaky camera. He's right in there. You can see him. I'd like to get him to come out, but he just he's not having it. He doesn't like the light. Let me spend a couple seconds here, see if I can coax him out, but I doubt it. I doubt he'll come out. When the lights are off, he comes right out. So he's not coming. That makes for some boring videos when the fish doesn't come out. Alright guys, thanks for watching. If anybody that hasn't tried Southern Delight and you're watching this video and you want to try it, give Conway or myself a shout out on via email. It's I will put the link in the description for that. I will also put a link in the description for our Facebook page for Aquatic Support Systems. And come by and check us out. We really appreciate the business and would like to get some more of this great food out to everybody. Thanks for watching, everyone.